stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Out of the gun, Smith. Going right back to Fant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
With the Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. The numbers for Walker last week: 16 carries, 76 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Niners at 8-4 now in the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down. Play action. Now Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position, as you pointed out, not in this case.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 9. Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. On second down, it's Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. Now they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle. 2nd down and 6 now. From the 50, it's Smith. And Walker has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Ray McCloud to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And you see the last drive. Great chunk of yardage. The touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Purdy now to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Geno. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Geno on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Smith now on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Talk series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Samuel. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. Rolling to his right. Brandon Ayuk. That is caught. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Purdy looking to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Gets past one man. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 32 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He gets away from it. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted,
There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Powers through him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Geno out to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Smith. Going right back to Fant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try the air now with Smith. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That's caught over the middle by Fant. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Geno on first down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Again, Smith. And Walker has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Smith on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One last throw here for Smith. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?